Hello everyone, Risky Toothpick here, back again. Last time we got beat up a couple times by some plant monsters. Did not notice that this plant was broken. But we're gonna do some exploration. See what other things we might be able to find. Oh look, this looks like the clock. Yeah, barred from going in there because the girl's in there. I forgot her name. But we unlocked this with the key last time before we ended, so let's go in here. Let's see what we can find. Repairing the boiler.
Saw your notice in the boiler room. You should know Mr. Chance won't be coming back. I got no business being in there myself, but you can take a valve from the wine cellar if you want to try to stop the steam pouring out. Be careful.
Alrighty, so wine cellar is one of our goals. Oh, room key number 6. Nothing on it. Staff and patient directory.
Dr. Elmore Lee Gray is Derceto's chief doctor. Accounting and all administrative work is handled by me, Paul Waits. Magdalena Thompson, or Mags, is responsible for the household. Jean-Baptiste and Charlotte Tabois are responsible for keeping the guests' medical regimens in check. Finally, Jack Chance is our gardener, who can occasionally be seen in the conservatory, but is for the most part busy outside. There are currently 6 guests at Derceto. Malcolm McCarthy and Ruth Tallant reside on the first floor. Jeremy Hartwood, Elisabetta Perosi, Grace Saunders, and of course Cassandra Beauregard live on the second floor.
Alrighty. Broken plates.
Paul, you're right about the plates on the boiler and the clock. They have been sabotaged, and I think I know who did it. They have something to do with Jeremy's episodes and how he seems to disappear at night. Right now, it's important that you keep an eye out for any of the pieces. I want to find out if I can repair the plates. Let me know if you find any of them. Lottie.
Tell Lottie to take a look at the well in the kitchen garden.
And we've looked in there and we know that there's a piece in there. I don't know how we're going to get it, but we know it's there. Oh, another room here. So, is this barred?
I need the key.
No, we just don't have the key. So when we do find the key and come back, we assume that the girl's missing or not there. Rorschach? Patient files. Let's see what's going on with these patients.
Cassandra Beauregard, the beloved author. Very exciting, isn't it? What do you want to put down for reason for admission?
What her agent told us. Cassandra suffers from writer's block and needs to finish her moving picture script before the end of June. Mr. Chardot suggests Cassandra's heavy use of barbiturates is holding her back and risks ruining her career.
And how should we summarize her personal history?
Let's keep it short. Cassandra Beauregard is a beloved crime author who managed to pull herself out of poverty and into stardom. 5 years ago, she tried killing herself by jumping off a balcony. The incident left her a cripple and now relies heavily on her wheelchair.
And for diagnostic impressions?
Cassandra suffers chronic back pain following her suicide attempt. She self-administers morphine to keep herself ambulant, but has become addicted and the desired effect is now lost. The drug abuse clouds her mind, and she is unable to focus on real life. To save herself from this insight, she instead makes up stories to fill out the gaps in her own thought process, resembling the Korsakoff syndrome.
Oh, bravo, Doctor. How will you treat her?
First of all, she needs to be weaned from her drug addiction, and hopefully it will resolve her compulsive lying. Then look into permanently numbing her pain in her back through surgery. Finally, deal with her suicidal thoughts.
Fantastic. With such a short time before June, I really hope she gets better soon.
We will do what we can.
Alrighty, so Korsakoff syndrome is a serious brain condition that is usually associated with like alcohol abuse, but I'm guessing in this instance it's drug abuse. So pretty much she has like amnesia, so she's forgetting things because of the drug use, and you know, she's trying to fill out the gaps. Let's figure out what's going on wrong with Grace Saunders here.
Grace Saunders, 11 years old. Reason for admission?
The mother insists on strict supervision by a proper gentleman to avoid further perversion of Grace's adolescence.
Personal history?
Grace's family possesses modest wealth and status. Her childhood seems ordinary, spending most of her time with private teachers and family friends. Grace's father recently passed away, leaving her mother the sole caregiver.
And diagnostic impressions?
Grace has trouble dealing with her father's death. She is willingly suppressing her feelings on the matter and isn't properly acknowledging the trauma she suffered.
Any planned treatment?
Grace needs nothing out of the ordinary. She simply needs parental guidance. Eventually, we can work on her feelings toward her father.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll finish the paperwork and get her installed.
With this young girl, it's very weird that he says further perversion of Grace's adolescence. Like she's been possibly touched in some way, you know? Like, is there more here? Is her issues not fully because of her father? Is there more there? It's kind of weird. Maybe thinking it, but, you know, would not be surprised either because she's been around, private teachers and, yeah, spending most of her time with private teachers and family friends. So her mother, you know, she doesn't really have that parental guidance. So she's left on her own and she might have been possibly a victim. Let's hear what Malcolm's doing.
Malcolm McCarthy, 54 years of age. Reason for admission?
McCarthy admitted himself to Derceto, stating simply that he needs some damn rest.
And personal history?
McCarthy claims he used to work as a lawyer in Baton Rouge, but says he can't go into details because of some legal dispute. His background remains largely a mystery, except for the occasional clue that he drops in conversation.
Huh. And diagnostic impressions?
McCarthy is an anxious man and an alcoholic. He often tells half-truths due to some deep-seated inability to trust other people.
And how will you treat that?
McCarthy will take some time to open up. Spending time with Jack's dog or the child should be good for him. Their harmless nature will help build his sense of trust.
Thank you, Doctor.
And this guy, we don't know what he is, who he is, so he might have a terrible backstory. Might not be as good as we assume. Probably not a lawyer. Might be a criminal. Might have done something terrible. Maybe be hiding. But we'll just see.
Elisabetta Perosi, 33 years old? What should I put down as reason for admission?
Well, Perosi broke into Derceto and was found wandering the grand parlor. She was confused and suffered partial amnesia. She insisted she belonged here and offered to pay for her stay.
Right. What do you make of her story?
Perosi claims to have been a member of the Astarte artist colony some 20 years ago, a claim that seems contrafactual due to her young age. She looks to be and even thinks she is 33 years of age. That would make her a child at the time. It seems fair to say that Perosi's story is untrue, deliberately so or not.
Diagnostic impressions? Do you have anything?
Perosi's story is peculiar because she retracted her story about the artist colony. She no longer claims to be the same person as Elisabetta Perosi. However, my staff's research has confirmed there was a Perosi at that time who was in her early 30s.
I suppose this case will take some time to investigate. How will you go about it?
I wanted to contact the real Perosi, but it seems the whole colony disappeared one night. September 29th, 1915, during a hurricane. I will have to take it slow and figure out what this spell of impersonation could have been.
Oh, I'm sure it will all clear up eventually. Thank you, Doctor.
Now, this one's very strange. So we have, like, really no idea. She's either ageless or somehow she knew about a woman who was here a long time ago. And finally, Ruth.
Ruth Talon, 29 years of age. Reason for admission?
Ruth's father wishes that his daughter be removed from New Orleans nightlife for the foreseeable future. He fears that her overly free spirit is tarnishing the family's reputation.
Sounds simple enough. Personal history?
Ruth comes from considerable wealth. Her family owns several hotels and restaurants. Unlike the rest of the family, her sense of adventure has taken her around the world, including France during the Great War as a photojournalist. The last decade, she has provoked many rumors of being a debauched flapper, bordering on nymphomania.
And diagnostic impressions?
Despite her father's frivolous reasons for her to be admitted, Ruth does seem to provide an interesting case. She is refreshingly open and doesn't shy away from talking about her life during the war or her continuous celebration after returning to the States. She is admittedly a sexual deviant and feels no remorse.
And her treatment plan?
Simply staying at Derceto should do wonders for Ruth. If not, at least for her family's reputation. Ruth doesn't need to change, but with therapy I might be able to share with her some sympathy towards her family. I doubt she will settle down and become as dull as the rest of them, but at least she might try to be more discreet in the future.
Alrighty, so back in the day, their reputation was really big. So having a daughter that, is a sexual deviant, probably goes strongly against the conservative views of the family. This doctor, though, at least hearing him talk about her, he might have other interest with her. But I'm pretty sure we'll find out, because I'm assuming this doctor isn't as good as he's trying to play himself as.
Looks like all the patients are accounted for, except for Jeremy.
But we'll find out. Let's see what this is.
There's no way I can get into this thing. Better leave it alone.
Yeah, if we find the code or something, we can come back and open it. Probably gonna be way later. Oh man, we can dodge and weave. Alrighty, so I think we've explored all that. Okay, so one of those things is going crazy. Alrighty, so don't really see anything new here. There is a puzzle we might be able to solve. A lot of locked doors. There is a puzzle, but it's not solvable. Let's go upstairs. Let's draw ourselves towards the sound. See more of these weird creations.
Oh.
Don't say anything, we just go, aw.
It's stained. Looks like some kind of rot.
Why is there a rot here? Looks like a tree in the background.
This must be the clock that Jeremy wrote about in the commonplace book. Huh. Looks like the plate that held the talisman in the seance room. But it's broken and missing some pieces.
Alright, so we gotta find some pieces and then we'll be able to repair it. At least we know about it now.
If
If it wasn't for the collection of peculiar statues, the old astronomical clock would draw every eye in the room. To Conby, it wasn't the intricate clockwork that stood out, but the odd-looking plate on the inside. It reminded him of the ritual bench in Miss Jackson's seance room, where he had manipulated the talisman to open a door back to Derceto. He wanted to try to replicate the procedure, but found that the inner part of the plate was broken. He would have to find the missing pieces and put the plate back together.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what's gonna lead us to the other world. Let's go check out what's over here.
I need the key.
Okay, so all locked. We do have that room 6 key.
Yeah, sorry, Detective. Didn't mean to obstruct justice or anything.
That's fine.
You know, I'm kind of busy with my own case of a missing person. I was wondering if you've seen Grace, girl about yay high.
I can't say that I have. Why are you asking?
Well, I'm looking for her.
Is she in trouble?
No. She's just hiding somewhere. But we can't have a rascal like that running around unchecked at a time like this, you understand?
Well, I haven't seen her.
Well, let me know if you find her. I'll be around. I'll keep an eye out for your man, Jeremy. You scratch my back, Detective, and I'll scratch yours.
I don't think it's a good idea to allow a drunk to know where a young little girl is.
McCarthy reminded Detective Conby of an old barfly he used to know. He detested him. There was no getting around it. McCarthy was going to have a hard time getting on his good side.
Yeah, I can understand. Right, what do we got here? So we got some rooms. Weird that a lot of these rooms are like barred.
Looks like everything's back to normal here.
There was some things here. Let's see if we have the key. Oh, a new painting? Emily is here.
Emily's here. Emily's here.
Okay. I like how there's new stuff in here, though, for us to find. You know what I need? I need more ammo. Okay, whose room is this? Batiste's? Oh yeah, they had no ACs, man, so it's like hot and nasty in these rooms. Fountain pen. Some boxing gloves. Really nothing in here. Got all these trunks, but nothing in them. Another bar door. Alrighty. Whose room is this one? Hiroshi's.
Huh. How eccentric.
Yeah, very wealthy. And I think we actually have an objective of talking. Yeah, investigate what Hiroshi knows.
What are these symbols? Looks like alchemy or star constellations.
Okay. We're gonna have to figure that out. Is that a solvable puzzle for us here? Not yet, but will be. Hiroshi's journal.
Will I need to remember how to get them out again? They are locked up for good reason. I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer in the ears of the wrong people. But not for long. I will see her burned soon enough. That black goat will be sacrificed to put an end to it all. Then it will all be over. No more Derceto, and sadly, no Astarte. Those good pirates of Pontchartrain. May you still sail the lake, until you find the shores of Hali.
Alrighty, and we have some numbers there, 1, 11, 10. It might be used on that that little puzzle. Let's see if it changes on the map. It does change on the map, so we now have the ability of solving that puzzle.
The Astarte Artist Colony. I remember hearing about their disappearance. Must have been 15 years or more now.
Okay. Oh, wow. What is this weird, like, burnt? And we have names on the back, James McMahon.
These paintings got some grim-looking rot on them.
I mean, we're going to do this to all of them, just to kind of see. Oh, complete the shape with the rot on the painting. Wrong one there. Okay, don't really know if anything's changed.
The simple astrology cipher was a favorite among the artists who lived in the house 20 years ago. They easily turned into numbers when needed, but also acted as signatures for the members, as there were only 12 of them.
Okay, I think I know what's going on. So, really don't know. We got some numbers, or we got some names here, right? William Args, Franklin Mozig, and Nora. Alright, so let me look for Williams here. So, Williams Args is number 2. So, if we look at our objectives. Yep, exactly. Okay. So, he's number 2, so he's a Pisces. So, if I had to make a guess, I would think on that thing, we need the Pisces and then the other sign. Let's figure out what this is. I must return.
I did it. I crossed the thresholds to my intended destination without a focusing device. My talisman now knows these roads, and I have no need for the plates. I can find my way to Lafayette as easy as I find my own room. I visited the grave of my father and seen the oven waiting for me. Thank you for opening these doors. I now must summon my courage and go back to that hateful mound outside the oil rig. I hope you'll be feeling better when I return. Jeremy.
Okay. So, let's start on this. I think it's that symbol. We'll find out. It's like an H. Yep, that looks like an H. Okay. So we got him. Next person we're looking for is Franklin. Franklin is number 9. So number 9 on that puzzle is a Libra, like the horseshoe. And then the last one, which is Nora, is which one? 4. The Taurus. Okay. Let's see if this opens up.
Got it.
Okay, so we have a piece of the broken plate. A piece of a larger decorative plate. It has a dark and burnt quality. Alright, so we got everything in here. Fine, so we need to go down to the boiler again. That's probably where that last piece is that we're gonna need.
Huh? What?
Oh, everything's... Oh my goodness, the cockroaches have gotten humongous. So everything's changed again. That does not look good. Like, how am I supposed to avoid that? And it's not like telling me like, oh, do we shoot it? Do we waste an ammo though? Let's try to avoid them. I'm just gonna avoid them. I think we will take damage, maybe even die from those, so. Okay, and everything's back to normal.
Detective Conby had a hard time understanding what had happened. It did feel similar to when he was pulled into the French Quarter, but with less power and purpose. Did he cause this, or was it something else?
Alrighty. And we can't get into that room.
Everything's normal again? Right.
Okay, let me check over here in the corner. Nothing there. Yeah, I don't know what those maggot-looking things are, but like I said, I'm assuming they're going to do damage, so might as well avoid them. What's in there? A locked door. Let's see if we can get in here.
I need the key.
Nope. They're not telling us we can sprint, so I guess we gotta go far away. It's a goddamn cat again? We could drop back down, go over there and look in the well. Try the keys you got from Batiste. Okay. Clerk's office and one for the library. Oh, here's the library. Perfect. Lost Plantation of Louisiana.
Lost Plantations of Louisiana. Thierry Briclot, 1917. Derceto was a small plantation on the eastern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The land was considered difficult for industry and was sold for only $30 to Elijah Pickford in 1818. Pickford employed hundreds of workers from nearby New Orleans to clear the woods and build a small plantation mansion facing the lake with a striking Greek Revival temple facade. Derceto kept a modest production of barrique tobacco and indigo that persisted up till the Civil War. During the antebellum era, Derceto was the source of many rumors concerning voodoo and witchcraft. People who traveled the lake reported seeing people dance at night in front of bonfires, bleating and wailing. On June 17, 1862, Captain J.W. Norton of the Union Army recounts leading a raiding party from ships anchored in Lake Pontchartrain in order to seize control of Derceto and free the slaves working there. The captain was surprised to find the workers fighting back with unprecedented zeal. Norton's account describes these men and women as enraged with fanaticism. Pickford reportedly tried to placate the raiders, but was shot in the confusion. Captain Norton left the mansion burning and retreated to his ships with his men. Derceto was left in ruins for several decades. The ownership of the land was long disputed, and returned to the Ledoux family in 1901. Several police reports were filed during the following years as the Ledoux tried to get rid of a camp of squatters on their land. The police made several visits to remove the trespassers, but the people kept returning. On November 1st, 1907, Inspector Legrasse of the police charged a deadly attack in order to save several children kidnapped by the squatters. Many were killed, and even more were jailed. The following year, Ledoux rebuilt Derceto, incorporating the surviving stone foundation and adding a magnificent wrought iron conservatory. The farmland had been reclaimed by the surrounding woods, so it was no longer profitable to use as a plantation. Instead, the house was turned into an artist's colony. The Astarte Artist Colony was a successful group of artists, including figures such as painter Heinrich Cassel and poet Nora Keith. The group was also known for their beloved Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain. On September 29, 1915, a tropical hurricane tore through Louisiana, causing Lake Pontchartrain to flood New Orleans. Due to the remote location of Derceto, it took almost 2 weeks for outsiders to learn that the artist's colony was abandoned. The 12 residing artists had all vanished without a trace. The empty mansion of Derceto still stands on the shore of Lake Pontchartrain, with much of its temple facade intact. The Ledoux family currently has no intention of repairing the house.
For a place that had so many difficulties, you know, them kidnapping kids and by squatters, so many issues with squatters that they got to be killed or jailed, why would they rebuild the plantation in the first place, you know? A little suspicious there. Okay, there's another room we can check out. Oh, I like that nice fire. Okay, small parlor.
Ooh.
Oh, please, let me have that shotgun. What is that, though? A single barrel? We can definitely kill some enemies with that.
It's wedged shut.
Oh, another wedge here. More cockroaches. A card game.
Christ, not again.
A fire. There is a puzzle here. Water's coming down from the chimney. Or maybe it's not water, it's like oil. Oh, we got some bolt cutters. Well, at least now we can open this. Now we're back to the normal.
What the hell is going on?
And we have bolt cutters now. So now some of the rooms that are locked we can actually get into. Where's that puzzle though? Hold on. I'm assuming that's the puzzle? No. I'm guessing the door? Yeah, it's the door. It's a puzzle. We don't have the ability to get in there just yet. Still can't go in there. That's blocked from the other side. We know down there is where we need to go. What I want to do first, let's go check out the whale. Find a way to reach, yeah. What is this, though? Mummified cat. Ooh. It's kind of weird. Just a mummified cat chilling here. A garden hose. So I guess we gotta fill this up with water.
Huh.
And we'll get that next piece. See if we can follow this thing. There's that weird eyes of the cat type thing. We don't know what it is. Don't look at it. Okay, that makes it easier for us to get around. Luckily, we have the bolt cutters to make this work. That's right, let me in.
Got it.
I think something terrible has happened.
Okay.
I heard that noise. What changed? We just gotta keep an eye out. Luckily, that connects so easily. And we've already read that before. So now all we need to do is just go down to the boiler and repair the clock. Let's go over here and see if anything's changed. Over by the whispering tree. Whoa. So it's been broken now, or at least some of the glass been broken, where someone could sneak out. Oh, can we not go in there? Okay, I was not expecting that. Let me look here. There's the boiler room. Just trying to look here. I mean, we can go back up the ladder. There's nothing else in there, right? I don't see it. There is a hatchet, though. Maybe if I needed a weapon. Probably right in here. Okay, we've been in here, but we didn't have the key. Yeah, we still don't have the key for it. We've explored here already. So it's forcing us a certain way to the boiler. It wanted us to go this way. Yeah, more rats. Actually, I think it's this door. And some things have changed. Pieces of plate.
You know, Mr. Waits, I saw a piece of the plate that Liza broke. I think she's been hiding them. She's not very good at it. She just chucked it into the little room with all the tools behind the boiler. I left it there. I didn't want to embarrass her by picking it up while she was looking. We went upstairs instead and played backgammon. I let her win, because she's so unhappy. The piece looked like the one on display in Cassandra's room. You know about that one already, right? Or is your eyesight really that fuzzy? I hope you don't feel bad about your glasses. You only look stupid when you squint. Maybe if you had more eyes, you would see these things. I wish you had all the eyes you needed. Your best and favorite guest, Grace.
Alrighty.
It's another plate for the talisman. Like the other one, it's broken and missing some pieces.
Oh wow, so this one's broken as well. Dang.
It looked like any old boiler that Conby could think of ever seeing. The decorative plating on the side was clearly an addendum, something that had been attached to the thing after being installed. It reminded him of the ritual bench in Miss Jackson's place. If it was anything like it, Conby figured it should allow him to open up a door to another world. He just needed to find the missing pieces and mend the broken plate.
Alrighty, so there's two things we gotta repair. And we need a, that's right, we need a valve. The valve we need, we already know, we read in the book that it's gonna be over here somewhere, but there was that locked door, and I don't know if we'll have to get a key to get past it.
I need the key.
Yeah, we don't have the key, but I think we might have all the pieces needed for the that clock. So we can try that out. I think that would be our best bet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run all the way back. Yeah, that's a wedge. We still can't get in there. I don't think we can get in here. I think we used up all our keys. Perfect. So yeah, it's sort of running back to that clock. Hopefully what happens here is that we unlock the clock, we do whatever it does, and then we're able to get a key that allows us to get whatever's in that one room. That is my hope. Check the map. Is there any puzzles we could technically figure out? Not really. At least not yet.
I think I've seen this somewhere.
Okay, we've seen it somewhere, apparently. Okay.
There was something in the commonplace book about this.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that. But at least now we can fix that, definitely. But we're going to stop here today because we already passed the 40-minute mark. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links below. Next time we'll look in the book. We'll figure out this puzzle. And hopefully we'll eventually get the key. So then we can start working on the decorative plate in the boiler. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. See y'all next time.